New England. And Seahawks are underway. On the return is J.J. Taylor. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 29, Jones. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. On the give, this is Harris. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're going for it. This is Harris. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry now for Alex Collins. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
A quick pass out to Aguilar. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. They hand this off to Harris, and he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
We often talk.
What the fuck are you doing?
Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it down.
Fourth and 6, I'm gonna get this. Bow. Oh. You got 4.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter.
Bow, you want to blitz right? Bow. It's the bow, never fell. Bow never failed me. What the fuck, I fumbled?
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line.
So, partner, that play broke huge. And when you can get into the open field after the catch, he does actually turn into a running back, but in this case,
that's not his role.
No, I don't know about that.
Because he didn't do what? He didn't secure the football. And if he had done that, that would have been spectacular. Instead, he turns it over.
Oh.
Touchdown,
it's a touchdown. You can touchdown. I got the pictures. She'll beat you with Jets, man. Come on, Corey Davis, Elijah Moore. You didn't even know Michael Carter Williams. You didn't know. Yeah, Elijah Moore. Unrandom. He's nobody. That's not Elijah. He said he's a wide receiver. He's nobody. He's not known. No one knows him. He didn't got a contract. No, nobody knows who. Right, Elijah Moore that you kiss him and you don't know. No, bro. No. Y'all bust today. Y'all didn't listen to me. Bro, y'all hot right now. Yeah, it's CJ, Boo Boo, man. But no, but you will never hear me Blazers at all. I told you don't be CJ. No, I opportunity the Blazers blow me up. I don't like Blazers. I already told you didn't listen to me. Blazers are Boo Boo about. I keep that same energy though. I thought you with it. No. Nah, I see what you like. You know when you shit. Like Blazers and Boo-Boo, man. I told don't pick CJ. Would you want CJ? Like Blazers and Boo-Boo. Boo-Boo ass team. Look, I told him don't pick CJ tonight. He's not gonna go off tonight. They pick CJ. I like Blazers. No, okay, keep that. I'm not lying, bro. I'm sorry, bro. That's your team, my brother, but they are Boo-Boo. I told you don't pick CJ. Who does that though? Huh? Who does that? You know, bro, it's your loss, not mine. It's your loss. It's Blazers. I had to blame Blazers. They didn't play well. I already told you. They're supposed to win. I already told you how the game Clippers. Our basement. The team's our basement beating you guys. Our own basement. I already told you how the game will go like. I mean, you gotta say, hey.
Gino's gonna throw.
Bow. Ain't he? Take it to the crib. Bow. Bow.
Picked up by Jalen Mills. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, as most teams do
in their
2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted.
Bro, I told you guys all morning. CJ's not CJ's night. But they want to pick CJ.
That's why you got to be really careful with those throws.
It's not the lady, it's not your team.
So they went for
I've been telling you this morning.
Blazers not the team, man.
Okay,
Sorry.
yo. Why'd you pick it then? Why'd you pick it then?
Well, because of your ass.
I already told you this. You didn't listen to me. I'm gonna know when the K.
I'll tell you
You
right.
can know when the K, bro.
Basketball. You
Nah.
You are a fan of the boo-boo. You are a fan of the boo-boo.
Okay, bro.
Come on, man. Cavaliers are better than you guys. Suns are better than you guys.
I already told you, you still gonna pick it. Who does that though?
No.
You listen to me. You listen to the
your
computer.
favorite. That's the damn favorite.
Nah, bro. You got to you go with Dame. I've been telling you to go with
I did
Dame.
one with them.
You get to go with Dame.
I did one with them.
I just don't see. Why'd you go CJ?
Hmm?
Why'd you go
I
CJ?
have 2 inches. One CJ, one them.
No.
Why I have 2 inches? I have CJ, one them.
Don't go with CJ. I already told you don't go with CJ. You're not CJ. I don't know how the game's gonna go like the whole night. I don't know the whole night. I've been watching Clippers. I've been watching Blazers my whole life, bro. I don't know how I don't know how CJ's gonna play tonight. I already predicted it. I already got it right. I would've won under with CJ. Today, well, I would've won under with CJ.
No, every player I'm going under.
No. Well, I today I would've won under with CJ. You know, you guys don't listen. Tonight I would've won under with CJ tonight. I would've won under with hit. I would've hit. Tonight I would've hit.
Jones, Charles, what do you think this defense needs to do to slow down this
If you had Dame over, CJ under, a couple over, Mitchell over, then y'all would have hit. Bobby Porter, y'all would have hit. Y'all just don't listen, though.
Yeah, after they hit that, they say, all right.
No, I would lie. So I just said CJ over, under? So I just said CJ under? Yup, I'm calling right now for this. Yup, I'm calling right now. No, I took guys in there. I don't know how the game is going. I don't know the whole scheme. I'm calling after this. I'm going tomorrow, though. I already know the whole scheme. This is my team. How's the nigga family? It's 5 minutes. I don't know what minute. I don't know how many minutes. It's long, right?
Now the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into the
listen to me, bro. It's hard. That's the thing. Yeah. You always second guessing.
After the win, I said,
Yeah,
come on, before that.
Now they can start to smell that end zone.
I know the game.
Your life is hard-headed, bro. I've been sitting all morning. You're just hard-headed. He's just under. When you are okay, he's hard-headed, bro. That's it. You always gonna be sure with the K. I started last Sunday. I hit. On the same week, I started last Sunday. I hit on a Tuesday. That's crazy. I started Sunday. I hit on a Tuesday.
Yeah, I hit the same too.
Yeah.
I just play 40, you just play 100. Yeah.
You only got 200.
Yeah, I got 400.
No, you got 400. You got 400.
Yeah, man.
But that's nothing though.
What?
That's 400.
Okay.
You blew that 400. You lost today.
I only have 40.
Now you got no money though. You blew that 500.
No, I still have it.
No.
Well, I still have like 150 in it.
Really?
Yeah.
You can listen tomorrow?
Learn tomorrow.
You can listen tomorrow though.
Fuck you. Never do no pleasure.
You're not gonna win the game.
Not do no pleasure.
You're not winning the game. I'm doing it tomorrow.
Not worth my money.
I'm gonna put my own money in there, do it tomorrow. Y'all gonna hate. I'm about CJ in there next time. With my K, I'm about CJ in it. I'm a head.
Get ready for second and goal. Off play action.
Hey,
Jones.
hey,
And it's incomplete,
flag.
broken up. But
Oh,
there's a flag down.
so
Let's
weak.
see what that's about.
The Hammond Holly been coking it. I tried to pick ball points tonight. They said no. Well, how's the flag on me? You didn't see X or a box.
What's X?
X is second and 10.
What's that box?
It's third. It's third down.
Hmm?
Well, as a lineman, they are trained.
You've
got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield,
man, you got
they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete.
A
lot of force bearing down on him there.
I wouldn't want to see Johnny today.
He
It's 3rd down.
did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived.
I really don't game plan, bro.
You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach.
You see, you guys,
sometimes you panic as
when you hard, don't listen, you don't want to kill.
In this case, timed it perfectly.
What is the special team?
What is this?
That's
got to be a special team play.
Escaping the pressure right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Henry. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it.
Oh, threw a pig. Man, just did pig. Fuck, I was really idiot.
And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
We'll do that. Smack this nigga, you feel me? Smack him like that. You see me like smacking him. That's what it is.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
I'm getting my bag though too.
They'll begin the drive with Collins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying.
You gotta try that.
Getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made
by the
defensive front. Because if they can't get
Jackson, just to the crib. Watch, just to the crib. I already knew you. Hey, give me that.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Timeout, right?
That's timeout, yeah.
Rock and roll right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Collins. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's Smith.
Look at that.
Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juwan Bentley. And the Pats are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Oh, this is good.
7 yards on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones time to his left. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot and it fell incomplete.
Jones from the gun on third down. Second is down to Stevenson.
Wow.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Down. First down. First down.
Now Jones on first and 10.
Fuck! Weird ass nigga.
Looking for Falcon. It's intercepted.
This is weird, bro. Watching me and shit.
And the Seahawks are going to take over once again. The football at their own 20-yard line. Second interception for him now here in his first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question. That's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sideline. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it. Because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Smith now to throw. That'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that time was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw, Smith. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Out of the gun, Smith. And he'll find Everett there, complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This is Collins on the handoff. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Working with a second and 4. Here's Smith. Out left, he's got it to Everett. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Again, it's Harris on second down. Space to run past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. 34 yards for Damian Harris. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. And how about this decision? Tie game first half, but here's an onside kick. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Smith. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Smith. He lets it fly for Lockett. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And the Patriots are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. Here's Jones on first down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way full steam, and he broke that one up.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
My mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before break. Jones. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play. And all right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. This is DJ Reed returning. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Geno Smith getting ready to go again here on offense. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half two after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in it. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing... team. Angry and mad at their teammates.
3 yards remain for second down. A first throw for the backup Wilson. Pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down. Lawrence Guy able to get in there and drop him for a loss. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Defensively, they rally the troops to force fourth down after that 7-yard pickup back on first.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No. Here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Flushed out right. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Despite being 0 for 4 converting these so far, I guess you're going to say 5th time's the charm. They're going again on 4th down. Back to throw. Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. And making their way back out there now, the Patriots defense. And for them, the amount of takeaways that they've had in this game, I mean, it's the story of this contest.
And what a story it is for them, because what we've been seeing, you feel horrible for the guys on offense because they feel like it's just a total breakdown at this point. But that was caused by what they've done on defense. Attacking at all angles, faster to the football, popping it free, making plays. It's actually a joy to watch if you like great defensive football.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now a throw here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Here's Wilson to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And the Pats are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He's got it complete to Aguilar. is down deep into Seattle territory. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play, they max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Looking to throw. Jones. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Back to throw. Jones. That's to Aguilar. Touchdown, Patriots. Nelson Aguilar. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now the ball now going back over to the Seattle Seahawks offense. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 15. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Play action. Now Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
And that might be exactly where they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And out of bounds right around the 20. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Carson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They run again with Carson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. They go play action now. Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin, 4th quarter. You're going. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Will Dissling there to make the grab. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Wilson going to throw for it. But he will not get into the end end zone, and that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the fourth.
I feel like we're going to see more and more of this continue to flow into the NFL game, and that is the quarterback run game. Not successful here going for 2, but it's not something that people shy away from totally anymore either.
In particular, do you think more so around the goal line?
I think so. Anytime it's short yardage, anytime you can go ahead and keep the ball in the hands of the quarterback who's athletic, you go ahead and do that rather than risk a handoff or a pitch.
They just couldn't get it done there, though. 2-point try fails. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll leave this one for White. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Completes it to Aguilar. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 32. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That would be the key to this drive.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Again, Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Will Disley, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Play action. It's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Got an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Jones now on 3rd down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Seahawks are right back in this football game. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his...
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Kyle Duggar in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Now Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
There's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Carson. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. I think this is a free play for Wilson. And this is caught for a touchdown. We'll check the flag, but it looked like a clear offsides, and it should stand.
Offside defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even know
for them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
All right, now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So that one will be accepted. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And a dump off to White. Not much there, only a yard.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And here's a...
I didn't use the time. I feel it.
Trying to hold this lead.
All your time
Go
out.
for it here on
How in the
4th
hostile
down.
line? 4th and 9. No, you know all your time out, buddy. No, to toe. To toe. Hey, you chilling. Now playing with you. God. Bow. Bow. 21 seconds. But I get the dub though. I get a dub though. I'm getting out of locking in. This is your shot. This is your shot.
I know he's right-handed, but is that
This
one
is
that
your
maybe
shot.
a veteran sticks in his pocket?
This is your
So,
shot.
but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few
GG.
years before they get all the stuff
GG.
out of them that they did earlier in their career or
I'm a
even in
goat.
their
I do
college
this
days when
for a
they were used to
living,
being
bro. I smack
dominant.
this for a living.
In this case, the NFL
You
veteran
one of those,
defense
bro. I
ended
smack
up winning
this
the
for a
battle.
living, bro. That's what I do. GG. Bow.
Wilson.
You can
Now a
come to the Bow
desperation
Academy.
throw deep down.
Wow, you burned me.
Inside the
Time, I'm asking. That's sad, though. That's sad, though, Time. You have to goal line. You have to goal line, no timeout. It's game over. 14 seconds. If I have to go timeout for you? Oh, man, that's so sad. That's so sad.
Sawa.
I'm glad.
What are you doing? How to die?
Oh, yeah.
Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And Charles, in this one, the 4th quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated. Probably you anticipated. A comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count a team out, and I know we didn't on air, but mentally, I just didn't see this type of a comeback, especially one that put them in a position to put the real pressure on them down the stretch.
Sad. You're not good. You're not calm.
There's a Pepsi for me.
You're not calm. The controller, the sticks is not for you, buddy. It's not for you. I smack niggas for a living.
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean and you either float or you sink. Moment of truth, credit check, you not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look, salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion, it's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. And all go, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me. I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse. Disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest. The realest could vouch. They thought I was done, but all I doubt. You gotta play my next around. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to my runner gets you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't here in my CD. Made it out of the trenches. Just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me. I'm getting greedy, I blow the whole budget on me, that's on me, I'm conceited. Treaty, nah, that ain't how we treat it. This right here sound like a three-peat. I put the in it sound like I'm knee deep, I'm like, oh, you too needy. Me and HB going Juvie and BG, they gotta put my face on the box of Wheaties. I'm praying for whoever think they competed. Salute when you see me. That's all he ever, so that's how you greet me. I'm going TM 101 cheesy, and plus they got D2 on repeat. I'm with the love of my life for like 3 weeks, cause that's all I needed. She wanna go on a trip or retreat, but I'm sorry, I never retreated. I set the bar so high that you might as well leave it. I'm going undefeated, I've broken the system, had to breach it, that's mission impossible, mission completed. Salute when you see me, yeah. I got the heart of a god and a genie. I want you to love me, I want you to need me. When I this face is feedy. I gotta get back to the hood, I remember when I was the needy. Clean me up, squeaky, she fell in love, deeply. Sleepy, they like what I say, they repeat me. Yeah, look, all this money I be spending on BBs. That's why you gotta salute when you see me.
I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys, got the mask up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on rap a lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. I went and got my digits up. Your favorite, bruh. You don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's real rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to come faring down the Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, nope, he not. The line to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red Doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a, but then take us in. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God that in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time, but let you act like you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your woman, and that's my dinner time. I keep my eyes on glory till the devil get behind. Now bear in mind the devil made me offers I decline. We not aligned, not combined, I am not confined to any.
Today, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia,
or 5 minutes I play.
Madden Football on EA Sports.
A quarter.
First opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons. Zerline now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from Atlanta. And how about this for a start? This is out of bounds. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Ryan. He's got a man. It's Tajay Sharp. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Randy Gregory just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. To try again after the sack, Ryan. His throw incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd and 1, Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So Dak with a completion there, really showing no ill effects from that injury a season ago. Yeah, what do you think your keys are defensively trying to stop Mr. Prescott?
Well, I think any defensive coordinator will tell you, stop his running game first because he is at his best off of play action when all of your linebackers come up to the line of scrimmage after the fake to the running back, and that allows him room and space to make a decision downfield. So take away the run, and that allows you to drop into coverage and blanket the field.
To throw again on 2nd down, Prescott trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So they try to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was...
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. No score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. Now Prescott. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz from 8 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Micah Parsons, the rookie, in on the stop. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 29, Ryan getting this ball out wide for Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Tajay Sharp, 59 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, is what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. This is Tony Pollard. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second down at 7. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Prescott. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Fourth down, Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on fourth and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscores. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the "Be Aggressive" chant behind him, and he listened to it.
From the 39, Ryan. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Ryan. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Ryan steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Throwing again, Ryan. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot, excellent coverage, didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. Offense. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
They'll give to Elliott, and he's going to be met at about the 43. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 2nd and 8 coming up. Throwing, Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll run it with Elliott. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, Prescott. Toward the pylon, caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Now another timeout called for by the offense, and that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott punching it in from a yard away. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. They'll try and throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Now it's Patterson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the 2nd half now. line, and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Ryan. And his throw here's incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, Ryan. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and 7. Now it's Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football, complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd down, Ryan. Flush to his right. Finding some room at midfield. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. From the gun, it's Ryan. A dump off for Davis. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Six yards left on 2nd down. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll run for it with Davis. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And out of bounds right around the 20. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Play action. Ryan. He's got Smith here. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They go play action with Ryan. Goes right back to Smith again. And the Falcons are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Here's Ryan. This is caught. The touchdown. Kyle Pitts. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from having the lead. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
Critical extra point up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. A big mistake there. You just got the lead, 4th quarter, and now they start at the 40. And Charles, this is one of those inexcusable special teams penalties, an out-of-bounds kickoff.
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Sometimes errors occur because of situations.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. To throw, Prescott. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Ryan to throw. Looking deep downfield. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And that is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Ryan. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. A 3rd down gain of 19. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Now Ryan. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Here's Ryan. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. This looks like a free play for Prescott. And he is going to go down here, but we also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now Dak. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here's Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Dancing to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So in a game that's been full of twists and turns, here's another with time winding down.
And now, as you say, time's obviously a huge factor. But all you're looking for now is 3. So one big play, maybe a penalty, and you might get that shot after all.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Dak. He's got Elliott. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. One last shot now for Prescott. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.